Well, welcome back to the shop. I hope you're having a great holiday season. And I just wanted to get on here for this week and give you a shop update of some projects that are coming up here in a couple of weeks, and to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So let's get right into it. Welcome back to Butler Customs Motorcycle Shop. Well, on the lift at the moment, we've got this beautiful 1995 Evo 5-speed Road King, and we're doing some internal work on it. We're doing lifters. So we're going to be putting some stock lifters in it. There's the part number right there if you're curious. And we're also going to be doing some good Evo bearings from fueling as well, and a gasket as well. Now we might need some other things depending, if you know the Evos, you know, and a lot of you folks have been saying, man, I wish you'd do Evo bearings. Well, we're doing it. We're doing it now. What we do up here really depends on what's inside here. If we have the push rods that come all the way up past the lifter blocks, then we're good with not getting into any of the heads, or at least the rocker tops. If they are solids, then two options. We can cut those, put some SNS quickies in, still not good up here. Or we can get the kit that saves on these solid push rods and then replaces these gaskets. The whole thing on the Evos is not like the twin cams where you can just take the rocker arms out. It kind of all comes out together. So tank comes off, air filter comes off, a lot of things kind of come off in that process. So that's what you'll be seeing in the video coming up here in the next couple of weeks. Also, pardon the mess, but there is a method to my madness. I know where everything is in the shop. I know it looks like a mess, but I know where the messes are. Make sense? I'm currently rebuilding a friend from church's shovel heads. These are SNS heads, brand new. Got right at 1,000 miles on them. And man, he had a mess. He had oil. That's the intake. That is not the exhaust. That's the intake. He had oil coming in both heads, everywhere. They were bad. This one I'm trying to clean up best I can. We've got to lap the valves because the intake valves were looking really bad. They look a lot better now. I've not lapped them yet. We're going to save on the springs because I only got like 1,000 miles on them. Replace the caps on them with some new ones that he provided. He was thinking oil was getting down through the intake. But I don't think so. I think he had oil coming up through the rings. He had trouble with the motor overheating, and it looks like the wrist pins that the guy installed for him, not me, were too tight, and the pistons were not moving, floating as they should, and it overheated the bike, and just kept overheating it. So, but while he has it apart, we're going to redo these heads for him. I'm not shooting a video on that just because it's just lapping valves. You can, find stuff on that. Lapping valves and cleaning up. We're not resurfacing the bottoms or anything. They're brand new. They're really nice SNS heads. Literally brand new. So this one I've got kind of cleaned up best I can. It looks a whole lot better than what it did. But I'm not going to be shooting a video on that, but I'm working on that, trying to get that finished up over the holidays so that we can get the Canadian bikes coming along well, and it'll be done here hopefully in January. And then this bike, the Ironhead, is actually going to Canada. So it's turned out beautiful and love it. We're getting this Springer on. There was a delay in the Springer putting it back together. This is how it came to me. So it came in a lot of parts, but it was missing the heads. And this is a 97 Springer, and it's that rare B edition. So they made certain head pipes for these models for 2 years, 3 years. So they're like hen's teeth. That the guy looked everywhere in his garage and shed. He could not find those headers. I got the fishtails. I have the mufflers. We just don't have the headers. And if you try to find those headers online, used headers now, stock, they're in the thousands. So we're going to probably have to go with aftermarket. But hey, if you got some headers, now it's only for this B model. They're rare. They're very rare. The Triumph, I think I'm going to go Cafe Racer on it. I think that'll turn out best for it. Now, this is our pinstriper friend, Mr. Chase Spears. This is his hardtail Evo, and I bartered with him over the summer, and I'm going to get this bike on the road for him. I think he's rode it like down the road and back. It was built as a show bike back in the probably late 90s, early 2000s. And then he got it not long after that. So it's really never kind of been ridden much, but he's going to ride with us this spring and summer. So we'll be getting that on the lift and getting it road ready for him. Then we can get to this Softail here that they said, now look, or not Softail, gosh, a Dyna here. He said, look, it's cursed. So I'm like, all right, I like that. My dad, I don't know what we're doing with this chopper. I don't know. He's talked about taking it down to the frame, checking the frame. Motor is good. Replacing that clutch lever. Totally redoing the tins on it. Putting a Springer front end on it. I don't know. I don't know the route he wants to go with it. If we want to do that, or just sell it as is, or even part it out, because those motors with those dual overhead cams and that year are pretty nice, and a lot of folks like that to build choppers with. So I don't know. I don't know what he'd get more money out of. Selling it as is, disassembling it, checking the frame, selling the motor, carbs. You know, carbs are pricey on those things. I don't know how he'd turn out. He wants to he thought, what about putting a trike kit on it? Well, I'm like, well, Dad, it's a hardtail. Hardtail trike kits just aren't, kind of suitable. Not really fun to ride. So we're still up in the air about that. Then we're going to get on this Evo hardtail chopper build from the frame up, starting soon as well. So we got a lot going on here. I just wanted to give you a good shop update, or a good glimpse of what's going on. So the next video you should see coming out new wise will be this one. I want to do another how-to video probably this week through the holidays of previous videos we've done. So I hope you're enjoying those. I've picked up quite a few new subscribers from those, because people that are working on their bikes, they don't want to watch an hour and a half long video of the whole bike being redone. They need that information for whatever they're working on. So I think people are enjoying it, and I'm picking up some new family members along the way on YouTube. So I really do appreciate all of that. So from my family to yours, we all want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and
tell your mama that we said hi.